In one of London's only Uyghur restaurants, Aziz and his friends come together to have their traditional dish from back home, big plate chicken. Uyghurs come from a region of northwest China which they call East Turkistan, but is officially named by the Chinese government as the Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous region because it's predominantly populated by Uyghurs. Uyghur culture, traditions and religion are fundamentally different from the Chinese. Uyghurs are ethnically and culturally close to the people of Central Asia, but the area has been strictly controlled by the Chinese government since 1949. Many Uyghurs, like Aziz and his friends, and other ethnic peoples from the region, are in exile, fighting against the oppression by the Chinese state.
Now, China has money, technology, now they can build the largest prison in the world, and they're repeating what happened in Germany during Second World War. It's the largest camps, concentration camps, we can call. Millions of innocent people they kept inside, and we are hearing many deaths came out from the camps as well.
The UK government and the UN raised deep concerns over reports that more than 1 million Uyghurs are detained inside so-called re-education camps, where they're forced to disavow their cultural traditions and religion. This includes forcing them to eat pork and drink alcohol, to take political re-education lessons, all of which the Chinese government refers to as vocational training.
That's not true. Chinese government is deliberately targeting the Uyghur population who has religious belief or who has knowledge, or like Uyghur professionals. For example, now we listed more than 300 of Uyghur writers, academic professionals, even the headmaster of university, all in the Chinese camps. They don't need vocational training. That's not true. Chinese hiding their crimes, so they're not allowed any reporters go there reported what's actually happening on the ground.
Aziz hasn't seen his 76-year-old mother since she visited him in London in 2011. Uyghur people undergo intense mass surveillance, and his mother was terrified of interrogation by the Chinese authorities. She told him it was too dangerous to call her, and now he doesn't know where she is.
4th of November, I heard my father died, and I can't go for his funeral.
Uyghur communities have found sanctuary in the West, but their suffering continues as they don't know the fate of their relatives and friends back in China. This is Subi Kamal's niece. She was arrested and put in one of the region's re-education camps after she returned from university in Turkey.
Okay. It's my older brother. His name is Sadıkcan Salih, and he's a 52 years old businessman. I don't have any information from him since 2017. And that's my younger brother. His name is Sulhi. I don't have any information as well since 2017. And that's my one of my friends. His name is Faruk. He's living in Urumqi. I don't have any information from him since 2016. Some of my friends told me he's in re-education camp in 2016. That's all I know. I don't have any information. Thanks. And also I can't sleep very well every day. I have some, physically or psychologically I have some problem at the moment. I can't sleep well. I have a headache every day. I don't have any contacts, any information from my relatives or friends.
On the 5th of February, IOHR joined the Uyghur community along with other ethnic communities to protest in front of the Chinese embassy in London.
22 years past now, Chinese government not given any account for that massacring.
It was to mark the 22nd anniversary of the 1997 Gulia massacre. in which hundreds of Uyghur protesters were killed or imprisoned following demonstrations against the execution of 30 Uyghur activists. The Chinese government's crackdown on traditional Uyghur cultural practices continues today.
China, stop genocide!
Rahima Mahmood is a Uyghur singer who's been campaigning for the rights of her people since she left her country in 2000. She's been unable to contact her family since 2017 and has come to protest against the cultural genocide of the Uyghurs.
The scale of abuse is to extent that children now are suffering. The children who has parents made to become orphans, and there are deaths reported almost every week in these camps. The torture, the scale of torture, it's from the witnesses who has spent time in these camps. And all this can give a very, very vivid story and information about what is happening.
Our community abroad really fighting for our rights back home. So we hope that they're going to be free soon and they're going to reach their families, live normal life as they were doing before.
The Xinjiang region has been described by The Economist as the perfect police state. There's been a lot of debate in the UK Parliament in support of the Uyghurs. In the House of Lords on the 11th of February, staunch supporter Lord Ahmed of Rotherham will raise another question to the House on the human rights abuses committed against the Uyghurs.